What's up guys, welcome to today's video. We're ripping over in the GT3 to the warehouse, and today we're gonna be doing a lot of chaser things, and chaser things I've been waiting very long for, and chaser things that don't involve my crashed up brown car, my pretty white one. I'm excited, I hope you guys are excited. It's good to be back. Weather's nice, almost got hit by a tornado last night, but we're chilling. Hope y'all are doing good. Alright, so you guys probably already know this because of the title of this video, but unfortunately today isn't going to be the dyno day like I originally intended with the chaser. We had some stuff come up and we're gonna have to bump that back a couple days. But while I was gone, Alberto did finish up this car. In the engine bay, there's not really that much that you'll see that's new. We do have the fuel lines, the D-Stroke's fuel pressure regulator. I don't remember if that was in or not before, as well as all the sensors and everything for the standalone, and then all the lines underneath the car. I'm gonna put a picture in too. Rob Brokerage made us a really nice drive shaft for the V160. If you don't remember, that car has a twin turbo Super Trans that I got a super good deal on, that already had like a chaser drive shaft and stuff. Those transmissions are only like 8 grand, and I think I paid like under 4 for it with everything.
V160.
What did I say?
No, Super Trans, but that's everybody knows how V160 is.
I said V160, but I said for people that don't know.
Like literally the most baller transmission you can put in a car. Yeah. It's so expensive too.
The plan with it is because it's 6-speed, it would be a little bit better than a CD, because CDs, I mean, not that a CD's bad, I just not the hugest fan of a CD. So as a street car, having the V160 with 6-speed, plus I'm going to put the 3.5 stock LSD that came in the other chaser in it, which I did get some axles, JZX 100 axles, so I might need stubs. Whole other thing. What I did want to ask you though, that drive shaft, which I'm putting a picture of on the screen right now, looks a little bit different than most. What's that thing going on in the front?
So the front part is the extension, since that car does not have a yoke that goes into the transmission. It's a plug and play like BMW style. The drive shaft needs to be able to extend. So it has a like middle spline that extends and contracts to install the drive shaft, and has a nice dust boot around it, so it looks like super, like it's so nice. I couldn't help take pictures of it. Yeah. Rob Brokerage makes really nice drive shafts. I have an aluminum one from them in my R32, and I think we use one of their drive shafts in the giveaway R33 as well. But yo, this thing runs now on E85 and it's peppy. It's pretty sick. I want to take a quick second to give a massive shout out to one of my sponsors, Ring. If you aren't familiar with them already, their mission is to make neighborhoods safer by helping you stay connected to your home with their smart video doorbells and cameras. If there's a package delivery or a surprise visitor, you can see, hear, and speak to them all from your phone. Having car parts delivered all the time, it definitely comes in handy at my home, having the video doorbell if I need to figure out something with signatures for deliveries. And it's also helpful to keep an eye on the shop and see what's going on with the projects, or to figure out what cars are where. And if you have multiple devices, you can access them all from your app, and you can click and check out what's going on in any of the specific locations. Ring makes a really awesome product that's made my life a lot easier, and I think you guys will like it. They do have a special offer for you as a subscriber on a Ring welcome kit. All you have to do is go to ring.com/LZ and you can check out the kit. It comes with their video doorbell and their Chime Pro, which is all you need to start building an awesome ring of security around your home. Once again, I'd like to give a massive thank you to Ring for sponsoring this video, and if you guys want to check it out, it's just ring.com/LZ. And now, back to the content. I know, Alberto, you were saying you spent some time just dialing in the tune just while it's idling and stuff. It's lift tuned.
It's what do you mean lift tune?
So I tune it on the lift. So Haltech sent us a really nice base map to start off with. Then when we switched to E85, I tweaked it a little bit. I still have to work on the cold start part. Like you need to give it a little bit of gas, but I didn't mess with that. Mess with it too much.
It's fine. This thing's gonna get tuned anyway. But for now, this clutch is super light. Check out how responsive this thing is on E85. So if you remember, in addition to E85, this thing now has full BC valve train, BC 264 cams, and it's gonna be sick. Listen how cool this thing sounds, ready? I'm super excited. If you notice on the rear right now, I actually have different tires on it. I took the ones off my Skyline because the cambered out stretchy boys probably were gonna either rub or spin on the dyno. So I just stole the ones from the Skyline for the time being to make sure I could hook on the dyno and we don't have any issues. And then on the street, I could just dial in the rest. But it sounds sick with the cams. It kind of has a little different pitch up top. I'm super excited to see what this car does. I think it's gonna be like mid to high fives. I don't know if it's gonna make 600. The turbo's rated for like, I think 660 crank, so in theory, if there's like a 10 to 15% drivetrain loss, it's gonna be real close to 600. Usually you can overspin the G Series and you can definitely make that number, but a question of longevity is where it starts to get dicey. The problem is with the G Series, they lighten a lot of the internals to be able to spool faster, and you can overspin them, you can keep making power past where they're happy at. So it's kind of deceiving because you want to keep making power, but you could potentially run into damage. I never personally have, but it's definitely something to keep in mind. Amongst other stuff that went on while I was away, I know that I had like a kind of a engine mount on the R32 that was going bad. I have Nismo mounts on it, but for whatever reason, one was just getting mad. Alberto just brought it over to me, he's like, yo, look how much play was in this motor mount. So I take it. What? Yeah. And I was just like, what? How do you think that happened, Alberto?
I don't know. That's how much power you're making on the car. Every time you clutch, it's like, it's weird.
So in theory, going to like a solid or more aggressive poly mount might be ideal, but I really like that car as a street car, having nice kind of OEM style mounts. The Nismo mounts are quite a bit stiffer than factory ones, but
yes. I don't know, it's weird. It didn't break the rubber, it just split the plate. I
really want to get the engine bay on this car really clean. It's gonna kind of be a long time in progress thing. It's not something that I'm looking to do just overnight. And one of the cool pieces that I didn't end up finding, which is the whole reason why I ended up going with that purple weld centerpiece, was this rad HKS carbon strut brace for JZX 100. So I'm kind of removing and deleting a bunch of the stuff that's cluttering up this space so I can make room for it. So I'm gonna relocate the igniter, relocate this sensor, I'm trying to make as much room as I can. I think I mentioned this briefly when I was over at Tanner's warehouse, but there are going to be a lot of changes on the merch side. Starting off right now, I've just kind of been going through and looking at stuff that we have laying around. We still have a ton, probably like a few hundred of our old LZ BMX phone cases. This is literally the last thing that we have that still has LZ BMX on it. We have like iPhone 4 through iPhone 8. If you guys are placing any order, if you're getting like a windbreaker or basically any order that's over like, honestly, any order of like $25, any order, even if you guys just get a t-shirt, like, how about $30? $30 sounds like good. Any order over $30, if you just put in the order comments, whatever case you want, or if you spend a bunch of money and you want a couple cases, I really don't care. If you guys want to do something creative with them, maybe cut them up and use them for something else. We just have so many, and I'd rather you guys have them than us have them sitting in a box. So when you place an order, there'll be like order comments and you can just write in there what you want. I think fair enough is like one phone case per every $30 you spend. Is that cool if we give them a couple?
Couple phone cases?
Well, I was like, yo, if they spend $30, they can have one. If they spend like 60, they can have two. If they spend 100, they can have 3.3.
We can give them half a phone case.
Half.
Cut them in half.
That'd be kind of tight.
Yeah.
All right.
Those are super rare.
Was there any Drift Week tees left?
There's a few Drift Week tees left.
Okay.
Long sleeve and short sleeve.
Noted. All right, you guys heard it here. So this box hopefully will be empty by the time I'm uploading this video, or I guess after this video's been up for a day. That makes more sense. Schulman's on VQ duty right now. We've got a few of these engines laying around, and rather than just tossing them, I thought it'd be a good idea to salvage all the 10mm bolts that it has. That's not even close to as many, but we can get those coated, and then we'll have like a bunch of really nice spare hardware.
Sure.
Look at all these bolts. Have those acorns always been there?
Yeah, that's
probably while it was running too, huh?
extra horsepower.
I'm so excited to see how this thing looks on here. Been waiting forever for this part to come. So she's all fitted up and it looks awesome. The only thing I gotta do now is, like I said, is just start kind of cleaning up little things here and there. But definitely kind of ties the whole engine bay together. Down the road, even though it's not necessary, I would like to get some sort of fancy intake manifold just to make this thing look super pretty. It's just funny with such a tiny turbo, but this thing's gonna rip. Now you guys saw the title of this video. We're just waiting to be finished being assembled and everything. And me and Schulman are headed right now to go pick up the E36. Dude.
I'm ready.
So a good friend of mine, Nate, is actually an auto body paint teacher at a high school. And he does really good work. He's painted some stuff on my Skyline before. He's painted my BMW bumper. I actually found him on like a Facebook group forever ago. And when I got the E36, I kind of dropped it off at him and was like, no rush, but if we could do a paint job on it. Originally I was gonna do cream, then I changed my mind last minute. And I think you guys are gonna be stoked on the color. Oh, dude, I should probably show what we got in the back, huh?
Oh yeah, be careful, dude.
We'll show those at the end of the video.
Here.
Hit like if you want to see what's in the back that we have to be careful with. 10,000 likes. And I will give you the privilege of making it to the end of this video and being able to see it. Yo, it's been a minute since I've driven with a trailer.
Hey.
Let me see my jersey. Can I even fit through that? The craziest thing is I've never seen this color in person. Dude, it looks so good. Are you guys ready for it?
Dude,
are you ready for it? Bro, this is unreal. So good. It's kind of crazy because I saw this car for like, you know, maybe a couple days when we first got it. And now seeing it like this. And you guys redid the engine bay while I was gone during the summer too, right?
Well, the engine refresh, all new gaskets and paint, and you know, make it pretty and
hell yeah,
all refreshed. And
that's tight. So this is Nate.
Oh, how you doing?
Dude, you killed it on this thing, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I was telling them how you've painted stuff. I know you did my BMW stuff. You did some stuff on my Skyline.
Yeah.
And was there anything else? Oh, R33.
R33.
Yeah, you resprayed that whole car.
The whole car.
I never got to see that one in person, but that car I just wasn't happy with the rock chips and stuff, so I wanted to make it perfect for, was his name Justin? Yeah, Justin.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry Justin, I didn't forget your name. Dude, this thing came out so good.
It is nice.
So I've never actually seen this color in person, but a weird kind of cool story. Originally I had to paint a sample allocation for the GT3, and this color is an old Porsche color, Maritime Blue, and this is the color that car was supposed to be. They ended up doing a stop sale, so I switched to lava. And this car originally we were gonna do cream, and then I decided to change it last minute. So, that the wing?
That's the wing.
I wanna see this thing on there. Let's see what it looks like.
Yeah. I gotta take the backside tape off so you can see what it looks like.
Yeah.
So you can see
It's so good. I really like the style of the car. It's like very simple.
Yeah.
It's cool.
For when you see it, you know it's not stock. That's for sure.
It definitely doesn't look like a drift car either. Like, this looks more on the line of a show car than a drift car. I'm pumped. Yeah. I don't even remember what this thing sounds like. Will it start? JC life. E-brake. I know! It sounds amazing!
Dude, every JZ sounds so different.
You're right!
This one sounds super high pitched.
Dude, like, give me a little rev real quick.
It's so cool.
Okay. It's a JCB, right?
Feels like a rip.
It does. One of the things I'm instantly doing, we've had new headlights for this car laying around forever, like literally since we got it. So I'm gonna pull these old crusty ones out and then we'll pop the new ones in. Not fully fitted yet. I'm running into some issues where I'm hitting the intercooler piping in back because they're like different style headlights. But the before and after is wild. So unfortunately it looks like the headlights are gonna have to wait until we redo. Oh wow, I gotta tell you guys the whole plans for this build. I'll do that at the end of the video when I also show you the hidden stuff in the back of the truck. In the meantime, make sure you hit the like button if you wanna know what the plans are for the E36 and what the hidden special prizes are in the truck. I'm waiting. Did you hit like? But anyway, the intercooler piping is in the way because these headlights are a little bit deeper, and neither side fits. So eventually down the road, we are gonna redo all the intercooler piping likely. So for now, it looks like no new headlights.
Can you believe this? What are you doing?
I told you. I'm holding.
Dude,
Hold it.
sit on it. Sit on it.
Sit on it.
Put your weight on it.
Do you have to like stand on this side or something, hold it or something?
It just looks not very safe.
It's safe.
Y'all signed the waiver?
It's not gonna go up right up.
Maybe we should do this away from all the nice cars.
Power.
I can't help. I'm trying. No.
No way. No way. No way. No way.
It's lifting both of you.
All right, well, let's just not worry about those bolts. How about that?
Okay.
Let's get-
Yeah, get your cams out.
Well, yeah, but do you need to pull off the front cover to pull the cams out?
Yes.
Well, we have another motor to take cams out of, right?
Did the same thing.
Why don't you just cut it off? Can you do that?
No.
Why?
If it holds it in. They're just going
You
there.
just need
Why can't you just put a saw like?
we need to like hold it back. Like,
All right, so I just drove this around. I should have been filming, and like it's like got a base map on it, so I was just kind of like partial throttle. Like I only hit like 10 pounds. AFRs are great. I was watching those, but I'm blown away. Alberto, you drove this car. How much better it feels with this new drive shaft?
I agree.
And the V160,
Way better.
the rear end doesn't even make clunky noises anymore. Like
the thing I'm surprised about, that clutch is rated to like 13 or 1400 foot-pounds of torque, yet it drives so buttery smooth.
dude, it is lighter than the old clutch I had in it.
It is.
Yeah, it's nice.
This car is gonna be absolutely one of my favorite cars once it's tuned, and once I gotta find a way to get it still looking good, but a little bit less cambered out.
Thank you. Yes.
But it looks so good though.
It
that's the
does, but
problem.
like it's, you know.
It sucks because I don't want to put smaller lips on, but that would be the answer, huh? I don't know. Maybe I could do custom builds with the Blitz faces. I don't know if I want to put this car on Blitzes.
We'll figure it out.
It would look cool on Blitzes. Comment below. Should I put this car on Blitz 03s? I have them. I could build them up to the perfect spec and put a decent tire on it.
You pissed Tommy off.
What? Tommy?
Yeah.
Tommy doesn't like Blitzes.
I thought he does. What's he like?
Oh, you're talking about Florida Tommy.
Florida Tommy.
Not Grinch Tommy up from Canada.
Correct.
Yeah. Wow.
Kind of regretting going with the yellow top battery. It's just like an ugly eyesore. Maybe I'll paint it or something. Or I could put like a cover. Oh, that needs a tie down. It's okay for now, but yeah. Look at her. Oh, I want to find a bigger filter for this. Maybe they have one at Titan that I can steal.
I'm not even joking, Alberto. I walked up to the shop and I was like, whose blue car is that underneath the lift? I got so confused for a second. Did I ask you what you think of the paint job in person yet?
No, you have not. It looks good. It's a weird color to look at because it's like shiny and hazy at the same time, so you can't tell what the color effect is.
So one of the reasons why I wanted to go with maritime blue on the car as well, it's not like a tri-stage color or anything. It's literally just color and clear. So if I have to match it or if I have to like ghetto spray anything at the track, it'll be way easier to blend. My cream car, every time I crash it, it's a nightmare to paint because it's a tri-stage, like base pearl clear. So hopefully this will be a little bit easier. Before I go talking about the plans with the car, I thought I should probably mention the aesthetic of the car. So it looks really good, right? If you remember, it did look a bit different when I got it. It had like some ghetto fender flares on it. So this is actually a click tuning aero kit. There's a lot of really cool options on the market for the E36. I was a fan of this one because it kind of reminds me of like 240 Japanese style, kind of clean and subtle with a little wide side skirt setup. I didn't do it in the rear, but I did go with the drag style wing, which I thought is cool. I have to redo the adhesive on it. But Alberto, you're pretty good friends with the Click Tuning guys, right?
Yes, I love their products. I've been running the Click Tuning front lip on my car, which very much highlighted the front end of my car because it used to be very plain before.
It looks so high.
And
it looked so high before you got the lip.
yeah.
This is a rhetorical question, but what is this, Alberto?
It will be a sunroof delete. Unlike my car where I didn't know they had this before and I welded my stock sunroof into the car and had to seal the line and everything. You have this very nice, super lightweight piece that takes the super heavy sunroof. Oh, you didn't weight that either.
Oh.
And then it replaces with this. So if you're gonna do a roll cage on the car, it's also very easy to use this because you can just take it on and off, work on the car, then just put this back on there.
Sorry, Tommy F. Yeah, this isn't a slick top. But I do want to give a massive shout out to Click Tuning. They are the very first official sponsor of this build, and because of them, I have a very cool looking car that I'm excited to make cool Jay-Z noises with. God, this color looks so good in this lighting. Yeah, that looks good, doesn't it?
Right? Easy.
Man, I can't wait to. I wanna wet sand and buff this car, but I don't want to do it until we're like done working on it. I figure after it's caged and we get it all done, that would be a good time in case it does get scratched up or stuff working on it. But
they have this like really baller side skirts that made the car have that nice JDM stance look, even though it's an Aero.
yeah, everything fits really well too. The only thing, like I said, I have to do is redo the adhesive on the wing to make it fit a little bit better. But other than that, like,
yeah.
I'm pumped.
You had two options for the wing. You had the drag wing, and then you also had the CSL style wing. But I think it looks very good with this wing as well.
yeah. Anyway, so that's that. All right, so I'm hoping you guys already liked the video by this point because I've been super annoying about it. I told you I still got one thing that I got to show you in the truck, but in the meantime, I do want to tell you guys what the plan is with this car. When I originally got it, if you remember the situation, there was a friend of ours who was like stranded on the side of the road. He didn't have the money to fix it, so I got this car for a really good deal. I think, what did I pay for someone? Like 5 grand? 5,200 for a 1J swapped, like running solid E36. It was a little bit rough on the exterior, and my logic behind it was at the time I was going to make it kind of what my Brown Chaser is, a reliable like seat time, not necessarily missile car, but just a more fun seat time car than my Z. However, in the meantime, that's when that crazy deal popped up on the Brown Chaser, and I wound up getting that, and because this was at paint, I kind of lost interest in it. So this car came out way better than I anticipated, and I kind of was left with trying to figure out what to do with it. So instead of this being a simple seat time car, I kind of have a void in the fleet where when there's competitions and stuff, the only really 2 caged cars that I have are the S15, which is really expensive and too risky to take to anything that's not Formula Drift, just because if any damage were to happen or if it were to get totaled, it would be a waste. And then I have my S13, which is super sentimental to me, and I don't drive it as hard as I could because I don't want to crash it. So this car is going to turn into a, I guess you could say, light comp car. Light both meaning lightweight and light in terms of it's not going to be a crazy build. Basically the plans as of right now, gut it, get as much weight out of it as we can, cage it, and then probably put a bigger turbo on the 1J. We're going to have to change a clutch. It's going to get an angle kit, and I mean obviously it's going to be a little bit more complicated than that, but the direction of this build is going to be a very, very fast competition car. The E36 chassis is sick. It makes a ton of mechanical grip. I think I can get it pretty light. I don't know weight wise. I'd love to get this thing in like 2,700 or under would be sick. But other than that, as of right now, the videos that you guys can expect to see with this will be getting the suspension dialed. I want to do a testing day with the stock 1J on it. Make sure everything grip wise, everything angle wise is all sorted. And then while it's getting caged, pull the engine, slap a big turbo on that, put an ECU in the car, and hopefully this thing should be a competition machine. Seems like everyone's pretty excited about this. Are you excited about this? Schulman's like, I've never seen Schulman just like going hard quick.
I like builds like this because it's like not too crazy, not too, you know.
Well, it's cool because we don't really care, right? So it's not like the other cars where I'm super meticulous and I want everything to be super nice and pretty. Alberto's asking me about stuff like with the radiator support. Can you pop the hood real quick, Schulman? And I'm just like, I don't care. Cut whatever you need to cut, weld wherever you need to weld. It doesn't need to be pretty. It just needs to work, right? So this is going to be a pure function build. Yes, it looks nice. Yes, you guys know me. It's not going to look like crap, but I don't really care that much. Engine bay, probably when the engine's out again, we'll paint it, but it is already a really clean setup. You guys did a really good job on it this summer, making it look nice. I got to hold my word and show you guys what we got in the truck. I feel like I hyped it up so much that it's not even that exciting anymore. You should probably just click off this video at this point. Kind of a dumb impulse buy, but it was one of those situations where these things came up at a really good deal, and I thought it would be nice to have them. You might have already noticed, but what we have here, sunroof delete, but what we have in here are actually 4 windshields. Alberto was over at an importer and saw these laying around. Got a really good deal on them. This one is an R34 replacement windshield. Underneath this one is, I think, a 4-door Skyline windshield. Underneath this one, oh no, maybe this one's a 4-door. Anyway, we have a Jesus 100 windshield, which is nice because mine got all chipped up on that road trip. An S15 windshield, R32 4-door, and R34 windshield. And they're really expensive and annoying to get from overseas, so to just have backups here is really nice, and they're really cheap. So I got all these up for about $1,000. So sounds expensive compared to like windshields in the US, but for cars that aren't sold here, it's a pretty solid deal. But anyway, I'm really, really excited about the E36. I know Alberto's really excited. The content on it probably isn't gonna go too crazy until a week or two. I wanna get this build finished in like the next month. So it is definitely gonna be happening soon, but I know we're still waiting on some parts and stuff, and next week we're gonna be working on some other stuff. Alberto, you pumped on this thing?
I sure am.
I know, E36 game, finally.
I know, it's like building my car all over again, but with about the same parts and more of what I wanted in my car, but this car's gonna have it all.
And Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Alberto's kicking himself for not putting a Jay-Z in his car. But yo, I'm not gonna lie, there was a time when I contemplated painting this car neon green so that way we could be Wildberry Boost and I could be the Sour Skittles.
Don't they have like there's like a blue Skittles. There's a blue
Is it tropical?
I think.
Hold on. If that's the case,
you have a Skittles flavor.
Dude, I will be so pumped. Dude, it's meant to be. That's me.
I told you, see, you're still in the Skittles gang.
I know. So,
So I got the purple bag, you get the blue bags.
all right, guys. I don't know what video's coming up tomorrow. We got a lot of fun stuff going on. I made the Porsche louder, and then the Chaser's got to get tuned. This is gonna be a stacked month of stuff. So,
I still want to drive that thing.
the Porsche?
Yes.
You can drive it. You drive it. You drive it today. I'll let you drive. I'll let you drive.
Yes.
I'll let you drive. Guys, make sure you take advantage of the whole phone case thing I was telling you about with the LZ phone cases. Here's another hoodie. That's cool if you want to get a hoodie. I'm gonna try to do a better job at talking about merch and stuff because I do a terrible job. Let me know if it gets annoying and I'll stop like telling you guys. All right, okay, bye.